Welcome to Backroads Homestead. Today I'm sharing with you guys what a full day of eating looks like during the peak of summer harvest. We're not only utilizing what's coming out of our own garden, but also what's coming out of my mother-in-law's garden, working on preservation projects, but also showing you guys how I plan for a grocery shopping trip, utilizing what's coming out of the garden, how I go about figuring out meals on a day-to-day basis. Even though we do our once a month meal plan, sometimes that looks a little different. So come along with me for a pantry challenge day in the life. We are doing a summer pantry challenge, and for us, that means we're trying to eat as much as we can out of our own personal gardens and locally sourced foods. That being said, it is the middle of the month. Kids are completely out of fresh fruit and fresh vegetables, so it's time to head to the garden and see what we can do in terms of grocery shopping, and then making a list and heading to the farm stand and also Walmart as a last resort to go ahead and fill the fridge full of great produce for our family of 7. First, we're heading to the garden to see what we have growing out there, as that is our first priority. We were able to harvest a handful of cucumbers, a couple of tomatoes, some onions, and check on some of our other produce to do a little bit of planning ahead to see what we could do for meals. Our cauliflowers are just about ready. Some of them are starting to look really great and should be ready to harvest in the next couple of days. Once I know what I have coming out of the garden right now and what is going to be coming out of the garden in the next week or so, I can go ahead and make my grocery list and head out to do some shopping. First, we're starting at our local farm stand to see what we can get there. And then we're going to head over to Walmart to get any of the other things that we couldn't grow ourselves or locally source. Our fruit trees are just starting to kind of produce. Our pears should be ready in the next month or so. We actually did our first big harvest of peaches, so we have lots of those. And my mother-in-law was ever so gracious to give us a ton of green beans and some of her extra pickling cucumbers to kind of kick off our grocery haul. So let's hop into the actual grocery haul from our farm stand and Walmart to see what we got to round it out. It's not super often I show you guys a mid-month haul, but I've got a little bit of Walmart here and our local farm store. So for our local farm store, I picked up 2 bouquets of dill. Canning today needed this, and then the other thing I got from the farm store was a dozen ears of corn. We always make a bulk order, and I wanted to try their corn before I made a bulk order, so that's what this is. Thing of heavy cream, I just needed more of this. Cottage cheese was a request from my husband. And then this ends up being mostly things that I needed for canning recipes that I wasn't anticipating, or like fresh eating for the kids. So like another bag of apples, a couple more things of grapes. I got a thing of ice cream cones and another jug of ice cream for the kids. 2 things of 7-Up. We're going to do our version of like kitty cocktails for the kids. I needed peppercorns for a pickling recipe we're doing. This is for lunch today. I'm doing a pasta salad, and then hot dogs because I have a full day of canning ahead of me. Celery, I wanted to get this from the farm stand. They didn't have any, so I got it at Walmart. Hot dog buns for the hot dogs. I needed some jars of tomato sauce for a canning cabbage roll soup that we're going to be doing here. That's what the celery is for as well. A big old bag of bananas. This was requested. We're only, I think today's the 12th. We went through all the fruit that I got at the beginning of the month from Aldi. Completely gone. I'm seeing a couple bags here I forgot, but I did get 2 more pineapple for the kids. What is in this bag? Oh, another bag of apples. So 2 bags of apples, 2 pineapple, and then I got a big watermelon as well. So we did 1 watermelon, 2 pineapples, 2 bags of apples, 2 bags of grape, and then a bunch of bananas for a fruit restock. I do not need to get any cucumbers. I've got tons of them here. So I'm going to take some of the bigger ones out of here. They're not the greatest for pickling. and the kids eat those fresh. They love them that way, so I didn't need any of those. We still have carrots and broccoli and stuff from the beginning of the month, so I just didn't need any of that. That being said, that is my small mid-month grocery haul. All of this came to $60, like $62, something like that. That's including what I got from the farm stand today, so that is perfect. I'm gonna spend the rest of the afternoon canning, and more canning and canning. I wanted to show you guys what a full day of eating looks like during our pantry challenge here. So for breakfast, we're starting off with some of my kids' favorite puffy pancakes, as they call it. It is 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of milk, 6 eggs. I put in a splash of vanilla and a little bit of cinnamon. We're gonna bake that in the oven at 425 degrees until it puffs up and it's a big, delicious, quote unquote, puffy pancake. We serve this usually with fresh fruit, some sort of sausage, and maple syrup, of course. And that is what breakfast looks like going into another day of our summer pantry challenge. This was a very busy day for me. I was canning and preserving a ton of food, so I needed lunch to be very simple and very quick. We ended up doing one of the kids' favorite pasta salads, utilizing some of our cherry tomatoes that are coming in from the garden and some of our cucumbers. We're gonna start by slicing up, obviously, our cherry tomatoes and some of our cucumbers. We're gonna throw that in with some pasta that I had actually pre-cooked earlier in the morning and put in the fridge, so it had plenty of time to cool. We're gonna top that with some ham chunks and some Italian dressing, a little bit of salt and pepper, and that is going to be our pasta salad. We are also going to use some of that corn that we got from our local farm stand, and we're going to pair that with some hot dogs, and that is going to be lunch. Our pasta salad, hot dogs, and our locally sourced corn. This is a good example of not everything has to be totally self-sufficient or locally sourced to still make a dent in that pantry challenge goal. Heading into dinner, this is one of my kids' and my personal favorite meals at this time of year, and it's taco bowls. This is a really good one for days when I don't have sourdough tortillas made, but we still want to have that taco bowl, taco type thing. We're slicing up whatever vegetables we have and fresh herbs, cilantro, tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, cooking up some of our bulk locally sourced ground beef, a little bit of our pantry rice, and stacking on all of the fixings for a delicious taco bowl.